Hello and welcome to Mimo. How can we explain intuition? How can we explain something that's so personal and so different from one to the other? Since I was a child, I remember that I had some feelings that would guide me from one place to the other, from doing something or not. And also, a very interesting one is that sometimes when I would put a hand on somebody and do a massage or something, the person would share with me that that was the exactly spot that was hurting, even that we had never talked about that. But back then, I didn't know that this that I felt was intuition. And your intuition can come to you in several ways, like in your thoughts or on the feelings on your body. It might happen that if this intuition comes to you in the way of thoughts, and it goes against or in an opposite way as your normal behavior, as your ego mind it's used to think, it might be that you just push it away or doesn't give much attention to it. And for that, for you to be able to really connect to your intuition, it's really important that you grow and develop your self-awareness, that you understand, hear, and analyze your thoughts in a way that at some point you'll be able to separate what is intuition, what are just thoughts. And also it's important for you to allow yourself to experience things that it's different from what you usually do. So if you have this thought that you think feels different for you, feels like something you should do, even if it through a mind rational way could not be the right thing to do, that you just allow yourself to go for it. And then you learn. Either being or not being, at some point you learn. A way for me that helps to decide how I will act towards a situation is just to feel deep in my heart with that question, with that situation, how my heart reacts. So if I'm in doubt, if I should do something, I just breathe it in and connect to my heart and with the thought of that thing that I want to do. And if I feel my heart contract, getting heavy or going more, like this, then probably it's not the right thing to do. But if I feel my heart expand and grow and I feel happy, then it sounds like a good way to go. But there is a tricky thing there, that your intuition might not always bring you to the most easy peasy, happy, flowy ways. It might be that your intuition is guiding you to a learning that you need to overcome. And that might not always feel as the best thing to do, as the best path to have gone, or as the best choice. And in this process, you can start questioning yourself. Like, am I really following my intuition? Was that not something else, just a random thought? Or am I really in the right path? And for that, it's actually important that you can also check if that choice that you're making, that path that you're going to, is aligned with your objectives, with what you believe you're here to do, if what you believe you are, and what you want to share. And of course, it's not all the time that we feel directly connected to our intuition and that we are just following the flow and such. And for those moments that you're not really sure what you want to do or not, you should or not do something, I have a tool that helps me a lot when I'm in this state that I'm not that attuned with my intuition. And that tool is about 3 questions. Can I do it? Should I do it? And do I want to do it? The can I do it is like, do you have the resources to do it? Do you have availability? Do you have time? Do you have the money for it? And second, should I do it? Well, in this, like for example, if you're going somewhere, will there be people that are aligned with who you are today? Are there people who will support you on your development? Is it a situation that's important for your career growth? So if the answer is yes, then looks like a good option. But if the answer is no, you can evaluate if you really should go. And the third question is like, do I want to go? Do I want to do this? And that's about how do you feel towards it. Do you really feel like going out and doing that thing that you're deciding, or would you prefer to stay home? And maybe a little bit check on why you would choose one thing or the other. But if you say no for one of these three questions, that's a big sign of maybe you better do something else. And staying in this example of an event that you should or not go, if you decide that the three answers is yes, then great, you have a big yes, just follow it. If for any reason one of the answers or more is no, then you allow yourself to not do it. Even if in the regular pattern that you're following, you'd go just to please others, or just because you didn't think of anything better to do, or whatever, just doing what you feel, the no, it can create a lot of opportunities for you to grow in other areas. Even if that area is just for you to allow yourself to do something that you really feel like doing. But even if one of the answers is no, or more of them, and you deep down you know that's really important for you to do that, because, I don't know, if it's an event, for example, and it's a career event and it's gonna be important for your development, then you consciously knowing that you didn't want to go, but that you do this because that's important for a higher objective that you have, that can strengthen your determination and discipline. So that can also be a good exercise. And for last, to be able to take all these decisions, to observe all those patterns, all those thoughts, and your intuition. The best tool that I have found and used during my development is meditation. And about meditation, I'm gonna share with you a little bit more next week.